Recently, I've been thinking about how our archaeological imaginations of antiquity resemble in its logic so closely to the utopias of the future. I've been interested in how these utopian visions often adopt fragments of an exotic, distant past from the ancient world and project it into the future as an avant-garde, a utopian vision, transporting what is familiar to a territory of the unfamiliar. Archaeology, in a way, does the same in the opposite direction and constructs the ancient world as an exotic, unfamiliar landscape alien to our modernity. So the city of Babylon, with its Tower of Babel, is perhaps one of the most captivating fragments of antiquity that continuously surface in the course of history. I think many will tell that in the famous episode from the book of Genesis in the Old Testament, humanity is punished by God for building a tower that reached the heavens. And the punishment is the confusion of their tongues so that they may not understand each other. The story is famously depicted in Peter Bruegel's painting, Tower of Babel, where a dreamy, ziggurat-like structure is depicted, both rising with the work of stone masons, while at the same time falling into ruins. But I want to ask, how accurate is this image of Babylon? What we know is that at the time of famous Babylonian rulers, such as Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century BCE, Babylon witnessed an extraordinary urban reconstruction project, with its architectural accomplishments such as the Ishtar Gate and the temple complex of Marduk, which included a ziggurat that inspired the Tower of Babel story. According to standard narratives, like the one we know from the design of the tympanum to the entrance of the Oriental Institute, Egyptian and Mesopotamian civilizations simply vanish, and they give way to the rise of Western civilization. In this utopic vision of the past, actors of the East hand over the symbols of civilized life to the actors of Western culture. And civilization exists in the past tense for the East only. So Babylon appears in a utopian vision from the late 50s and 60s during the earliest years of Situationist International. The Dutch artist Constant Nieuwenhuis initiated a futurist architectural project, a utopian city called New Babylon. In a variety of representations in the form of drawings, collages, architectural models, paintings, maps, and manifestos, Constant presented a critique of industrial modernism in New Babylon. Just as we fabricate archaeological pasts through our politically charged imaginations and impositions of the present, futurist visions inherit exotic places of the deep past and mobilize them in order to animate the uncharted territories of the future.